Hi, this is Ned from North American Default Solutions. Just a little bit of video here on the importance of paperwork in your short sale submission. One of the things we found out early is that if you didn't submit a complete package the first time, banks were rejecting things. Things took quite a lot longer than they really should have. I'm going to go over real quick of the documents we request from our clients and from our agents that work with us in order to get a clean start to the whole process. First thing I need to know is the copy of the mortgage statements from the clients. They may have a first, second, or even a third mortgage. I need those copies so I know who I'm talking to. Sometimes the tax records and things like that don't have that information. I also need the last two pay stubs from the borrowers. If they don't have those, I've got a form for that I'll get to. Also need the last two bank statements going back at least 2 months, and the last 2 years tax returns. Now, a lot of times they don't have these, they haven't filed tax returns for whatever reason. We have a special form we use that our clients sign that says we don't have those. We do get the bank to accept those forms. We also need an authorization and consent form. This allows me to talk to the banks on behalf of the clients and the listing agent. We also use something special that a lot of negotiation companies don't use. That's a do not call form. Because of the Fair Credit Lending Act, borrowers can tell the banks, hey, you have to either talk to another person or you have to talk to me in writing. What we do is we have our clients sign this form so they don't get a lot of those harassing phone calls. Now, do they still come? Yes. One client, we really had to push on the bank to stop. They finally did, but I did have to threaten to go to the agency that would deal with that. And fortunately, they did stop with those and we got the short sale closed. In fact, on that one, we closed today. We've got a financial statement. The banks want to know what the financial situation is of their borrower. And a lot of times in these situations, they're distressed. We look those things over and 9 times out of 10, those financial statements show how bad this economy has affected them. We use some disclaimers. We do want our clients to know that they should talk to an attorney or a tax accountant because there are some issues with that. In future videos, I'll discuss briefly on those things. But most importantly is the hardship letter. How come we got into this situation? Banks typically look for a couple of things. They look for loss of job. They look for families having issues such as divorce, sickness and illness and injuries and things like that. So we want an explanation of what happened. The banks are looking for that. They want it handwritten from the clients, the borrowers, the people doing the short sale, but they want a brief. They actually have a little pull down that they have on their screen that says divorce, unemployment, curtailment of income. They don't want a big long explanation. It could be a paragraph or too long, and we give some guidelines for that. So again, this is just a real quick things of some of the documents we use. Once we send that to the bank, just to let you know, it takes 3 to 4 months for a short sale to go through. I'm talking to the bank 60 to 80 times during that process. So we've got to start with the right paperwork because I don't want to spend most of the time on the phone with the bank saying, where's the paperwork, or they're telling me where the paperwork is, or that they don't have, and it becomes a mess. So that's the first thing that we deal with, is getting all that paperwork so that we can start the process off correctly. Thank you.